Welcome back to Imperfect Dust, and tonight we're getting in the Christmas spirit because not only me, but 9 of my friends are bringing you Christmas-inspired crafts and hand lettering. After you watch this video, be sure to check out the description so that you can watch their videos. And I tell you what, how about you drop them a brown heart in the comments to let them know I sent you. Now let's get to the project that we will be doing tonight, which is going to take your Christmas gift giving up a notch. I'm going to be working with these cardboard mailers that I got from Amazon, and I have them linked for you in the description because you can get a box of 25 for just $30, and that makes your gift boxes only like $1.24 a piece. So make sure you check that out. But what I'm doing now is creasing the box to make sure that I have this template aligned exactly where I would like it, and I'm saving room for the ribbon that's going to be on the sides. Then I'm grabbing my washi tape and putting it in place and putting that carbon paper underneath the template and grabbing the tool that came with the carbon paper so I can trace out all of these guidelines. I also have the carbon paper linked, and what you want to remember is that that carbon paper needs to be placed shiny side down. So when you get your paper, you'll be able to feel it. There's a matte side and a shiny side. You want that shiny side down so it deposits the white lines on the box. Now, if you're new to this channel, you may be wondering what template I'm using, and this is a hand lettered template out of the Digital Dust hand lettered library. And lucky for you, if you're watching this video, you can get this template plus another Christmas design completely free. I have that linked in the description of this video. That way you can test this project out, and hopefully you will love it and want to join us inside Digital Dust, which is a library of over 600 designs just like this that you can create with. All right, now we have these guidelines done, and I'm bringing in my Posca paint pen. I am using a medium tip. You'll see it here. I'll also have this pen linked for you. I'm just going to come in and trace on those guidelines and fill in the downstrokes. So what you'll notice about this process is when you are doing faux calligraphy, which is what we have to do with these paint pens, we are going to draw the bones of the letter and then we're going to add the body. We have to mimic calligraphy since our pen is not a brush pen. But this makes it so super simple. When you have those guidelines laid, it allows you to get that muscle memory. If you're just starting, it lets you know, hey, this is where I should add the thickness and this is where I should leave it alone. Multiple subscribers and students have said that even though they took the hand lettering class and had success, they really struggled with knowing how to lay out the lettering and just get the hang of how to, do a phrase from start to finish. So these templates were born so that you can really just get to creating and not have to worry so much about the layout. And then what happens is you become more confident in your lettering, and now some of those same students are creating their own layouts with no problem. We are almost done with this first coat, and when you're working with a white paint pen on a dark background, don't stress about the streaks because you will more than likely be coming in to do a second coat, which I will show you the difference here. So I let that coat dry, and then now you'll see me with this second coat. It really does make a big difference to add that second coat, especially working on this cardboard. That paint is soaked in so much, and this is just a great way to make it pop some more. Now that that second coat is completed, we are going to start putting this box together. There's really not much to it. It reminded me of a pizza box. I'm just taking those flaps, popping them up, and then doing the edges over the top and securing it in really nicely. And y'all, this is such a good hack for your gift boxes for this Christmas. I know it needs to be something that is gonna fit in the box, but these were so affordable, and the customization that you can do makes it so fun. Now let's get to the ribbon. So all the ribbon I'm using today came from Hobby Lobby. I'm gonna unroll it and see how much I will need by wrapping it around the box in those bare spaces I left around the lettering. We're gonna frame out the lettering with the ribbon. I'm gonna flip it over, and then you're gonna wanna keep that ribbon nice and tight, and then up here at the top, I'm gonna cross it over and then bring it back around to the front. I'm gonna lay it across there, and then you can kind of shimmy the ribbon and get it to where you have the exact amount of excess you want. So I'm gonna bring this around. I'm gonna pull out my hot glue gun here in a minute, but first we'll just cut away that excess ribbon and know where that bow is gonna land. It took me just a little bit of time to figure out exactly how I wanted this to look because I'm putting a bow on top of it, so I want these to stick out on the edges. But once you get that good and locked in, then you can come in with your scissors, cut away the excess and leave a little tail. And then we're gonna get to the fun part here in just a moment where I'm gonna show you how to make a bow. And let me just tell you, I am not the person to teach you how to make bows. If you ask any of my creative friends in this collaboration, they know Danielle's not the bow girl. But I did look on YouTube to learn how to make this bow. So I'm gonna have a link to the tutorial that I used to get the bow that I'm about to show you. And that way you can see what I did. But essentially they told me to take 2 loops around my middle finger, or 3, that was 3 I think. And then I think I go 3 more times around all of my fingers. And yes, of course I got out of frame, that's super annoying. But then after you loop it around enough, I'm gonna take it, pull it over and through, and then, let's see, gotta grab that tail and then put it through the top and down and pull everything really tight. And this actually was a cool thing for me to see. So I'm gonna take it, pull it really tight, and then we take both sides of the bow and we're gonna fluff them. That's one thing that some of my friends have told me. They're like, you gotta fluff the bow. So we're gonna pull these apart and grab the tail of the other one and pull it out. But then we take the sides and fluff them out, giving us 3 on each side. And I guess the more you wrap your fingers, the more fluffy or larger bow that you would get. After you get the bow looking just how you want it and you form it up really nicely, then you're gonna grab your scissors and cut those tails off at an angle and get ready to grab that hot glue gun so we can add it to our box. After I looked at it on the box, I noticed it could still use some more fluffing, so here I am really trying to make it be more 3D, I guess. And you also want to keep in mind that you want the tails to not cover up your lettering, so you could give them a little piece of hot glue on the edges if you'd like. But I'm going to grab my hot glue gun now and then just come in on the center piece. I'm going to start with the white ribbon, get that folded down and make those tails go exactly where I want them to go. Now I'm going to grab my red one and then just add a lot of hot glue on that center. And the good thing about hot glue is it's not going to be hard for your recipient to get rid of it. You know, once they pull on that a little bit, it'll pop off and it won't be hard for them to open at all. But you want to make sure that dries really good. And don't forget, this template along with another fun Christmas design is linked in the description of this video, along with all of my other friends that are participating in a Creative Little Christmas YouTube collaborative event. Thanks so much for watching, and this is our final product. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you enjoy all of my friends and all that they are bringing.